Just to get on court, it's fun. Finally go out there and play, and to enjoy the game of basketball again.
Being surrounded in the NBA in an organization, it's been fun.
It's fun, man. There's a lot, so much to learn. I mean, I'm like a sponge, trying to learn from everybody, everything.
Youth, physicality, and potential. These are qualities that often favor new prospects and potential draftees looking to make it into the NBA. They are top qualities that franchises often pay heed to, and they are qualities that this young man Kai Sotto seems to have in reserve. Remember the young Filipino sensation making all the waves in recent discussions? Well, he's almost certainly going to be in the 2025 NBA drafts, and everyone's already looking forward to seeing where he heads when the dust settles. But as the drafts draw ever closer, opinions are starting to divide. While some experts obviously believe that the 7'3" center is absolutely primed and ready for the leap, there are others who don't seem to share that opinion. They are not just skeptical about his overall gameplay, but also about how he'd fit into the ever so competitive NBA. With the hope of an entire nation firmly resting on the shoulders of this young man, and with the debate heating up now more than ever, we are going to be taking an in-depth look at the big Asian to see if he's really got it.
I am from the Philippines, born and raised. I played for the Adelaide 36ers.
You got a 7'3" guy running the floor.
I just love the game, and the game has brought me so much blessings. I'm lucky to have a dad like that. I fell in love with the game of basketball because of my dad. He played professionally when I was a small kid.
Oh, and we'll not just be looking at his strengths and weaknesses, but also what NBA experts are really saying about the young sensation. Ready will kindly take a second to leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you are. This will make a huge difference to us. And in doing so, we can continue creating more new and exciting content for you guys. Done that? Awesome. Now, let's get this party started. Of course, the buzz has been on about the new kid looking to be the next big thing out of Asia, and he now needs a little introduction. But for the benefit of those who are not familiar with the potential rookie, here, let's take a brief look at his journey so far. So who is Kai Sotto? Born on the 11th of May 2002, Kai Sotto is only 22. But his journey so far has been nothing short of beautiful and eventful. After picking up a liking for the game at a very young age, the young lad started to dream big. He started to dream of one day dazzling under the lights of the most prestigious basketball league in the world. His journey, however, wasn't as conversation as you'd expect, even though it all started in high school when he played for the Ateneo Blue Eaglets. Even as a young boy learning the ropes, Kai already had two key distinctions from the other kids on the court. The first was the fact that he was always the tallest lad on the court at an intimidating 6'9". And the other was, well, it was the fact that he almost always outshone everyone else. Now what this meant was that you watch a game with Kai Sotto and you just can't take your eyes off him. So even then, he was already under the radar of several scouts watching to see just what the kid was made of.
Everybody has that dream to represent their country. It means so much to me and my family. You know, every time I put that jersey on, I always give 100% for my country. So all the experience here, I'm gonna cherish this moments I have with the summer league with Orlando Magic. So it's been a good experience for me.
In 2020, after having picked up the Rookie of the Year award and almost clinching the MVP title, Kai Sotto eventually got bored of dominating his peers in Manila and opted to take his skills to the United States. Now that's when things began to get really interesting. For Kai, his first stint in the United States didn't really go exactly as planned, and it's a result of several factors. The chief reason, however, was the COVID-19 outbreak that saw him spend the better part of a year without making any appearance for the NBA G League Ignites, with whom he had signed. The youngster eventually moved to Australia, where he recaptured his form with the Adelaide 36ers before declaring for the 2022 NBA drafts. However, the fact that he hadn't really played much meant that franchises didn't really see him as the most trusted talent on the list, and that's why he eventually went undrafted. The young baller wasn't fazed, however, and instead of sulking, he saw it as an opportunity to work on himself some more. Talk about elite mentality, right? Well, in the next couple of years that followed, Kai Sotto improved massively, working on his overall abilities on the court and emerging as one of the most talented foreign talents. He's also picked up valuable experiences in Japan, representing the Hiroshima Dragonflies and the Yokohama B Corsairs respectively. Now he's poised to return to the United States and straight back into the draft list in style. But while he's obviously matured from the timid 7-foot center who went undrafted a couple of years ago, there are still a few criticisms and concerns about certain flaws in his game. So here, let's take a look at some of the major strengths and weaknesses of Kai Sotto. For Kai Sotto and the multitude of fans already rooting for him, he's certainly primed and ready to make his mark in the NBA. And it's quite easy to see why. After all, it's not so often that you get to see a 7'3" gem like Sotto, who could quite literally do almost everything on the court.
Let's talk about the game though, because a couple of blocks. I'm not sure if you blocked Duop, but you look like you had some fun out there. How'd it feel?
I'm just happy I got on the court. Obviously, we didn't win, so it's not the best game, but we're looking to bounce back next game.
Yes, you heard that right. Sotto is so dynamic that his overall ability transcends his giant height. He's so sleek in possession and likes to get among the action too. You know, the sort of big man that doesn't just wait around the rim to contest rebounds and finish lay-ins. But make no mistake, because he can still offer that if the case demands. His incredible height still gives him a due advantage around the paint. And his 7'5" wingspan means he can reach just about everywhere. Moreover, this incredible reach also allows him to be very effective in pick and roll situations, where he can easily be found for easy finishes. Perhaps it also helps that he's quite athletic, fluid, and way too mobile for his height. These are NBA level qualities, and they add a certain appeal to his game. Oh, and talking about his appealing qualities, Sotto has also shown that he can be a reliable entity in defense, where he so effortlessly swat away opposition shots and get on the end of defensive rebounds. But for all these impressive qualities, his best one yet may well be his near-perfect work ethic. He's as coachable a player as you'll find, and his coaches are always quick to comment on how he's always open to taking corrections and learning new things. His teammates have also been very vocal about his positive energy and how he's usually one of the easiest to get along with. Already sounds like a perfect prospect, doesn't he? Well, he sure is an excellent team player on his day, but he's certainly not without some flaws that scouts have shown concern over. Firstly, while Sotto may well become one of the tallest players in the NBA, his core strength tells a different story entirely. He's definitely not the strongest player out there, and his slender physique doesn't do much to help. Perhaps if he could hit the gym a little more and bulk up a little more, then this problem may just be easily sorted out. Kai has also received mixed reviews about his defense, and it's pretty easy to why. First of all, while he can be an absolute block on some days, he sometimes struggles to get his defensive synergy right. That said, his problem may just be the consistency, and that's something he can overcome by working on his awareness and techniques. Overall, Kai Sotto's positive attributes tend to far outweigh his weaknesses though, and that may just be enough to buy his ticket into the NBA. But what's the overall assessment of his NBA readiness? Well, according to the experts, Kai Sotto still remains a well-rated prospect with lots of potential and an obvious high ceiling. He has also accumulated a wealth of experience in his time in Australia and Japan respectively, and he's even tasted international action with the Philippines national team. Tell you what, that's one quality that might just stand him out the most come draft night. In essence, the 22-year-old may well be on his way to the NBA if he does eventually declare for the 2025 NBA drafts. However, he may well be one for the future rather than an instant hit. In the meantime though, he just needs to focus on working on his abilities, and who knows, we may well be witnessing the rise of another dominant foreigner in the NBA. So there you have it folks, the verdict on Kai Sotto and his readiness to join the big boys in the big boy league. What's your take though? Do you think this gem has what it takes to rise to the ranks, or is he just not ready enough to make the leap? Do let us know your opinion in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos about your favorite NBA stars.